Jude Philp. I'm Senior Curator at the Chow Chak Wing Museum, looking after the Macleay collections, which come from the Macleay Museum, established here at the university in 1892. One of the joys of working at the museum where I work is that we have a very large collection that's called natural history, and we have a very large collection that's called cultural material. And as we know, that those things can be swapped. There are things that are made by people that really do represent knowledge of the natural history world, as we like to call it. And there are animals which are highly cultural, like frigate birds, for instance, which are present in people's songs, in their performances, in poetry, in all kinds of different ways, and are highly important for basic fishing, for knowledge of what's happening in the weather, for recognising change. So that link between those two things, the cultural and natural worlds, the unseparation of those, is one of the real benefits of working at a museum like the Macleay. The Macleay collection is significant not just for its history in terms of being able to explore and understand how we got to here, the kinds of issues that affect all of us today, but also because, particularly with the natural history collections, you have an ecology. 6,000 insects from Cuba, for instance, which is just an amazing ecology of a place which is dominated by rains and wind cycles that can at times decimate the country. So learning what is there, what was there, these are ways that the collections can really be used for things like climate change and recognising what's happening in the world. And one of the real problems for the collection and for our world, as Chris Dickman here at the university has talked about, is that insects are really not cared for in the same way as we care for things like lions and tigers and things with backbones like us. So it is really recognising that we need to focus on some of these smaller, more difficult kinds of animals to understand and to see. Work like Sophie Chow, who's in Sydney Environment Institute, has been really fantastic to be able to make people aware of the different ways that people understand and classify all kinds of animals in their worlds and the importance that they have in daily people's lives. The work that many Aboriginal botanists have done in terms of getting an understanding that trees communicate, for instance, and that the fungi and the bacteria and all of those other animals that we don't really think of as animals, they live in their own kind of between animal world, are fundamental to our survival and to the survival of everything that we enjoy and pursue in the world.